back. Okay, well, had a rude awakening, a rude going to sleep. My machine locked up. My Lenovo i5 just locked up in the middle of my last stream. I was trying to copy files with FileZilla. I guess it did it somehow. I don't really remember if that's happened before. And maybe I had too much going on this machine. You know, I have the endoscope plugged in and all that, but I don't know. But it was copying right, just started copying away, and then all of a sudden well, the first thing I noticed is it was actually something. It was not exactly related, I don't think, but it distracted me. Is my preview machine, which let me check my audio over there. My laptop. Not exactly. Started going, the fan started going fast. So, and I guess it just happened to get warm at that time. And then I looked down there, and my mouse wouldn't move, and the FileZilla file copy was frozen. It wasn't growing in size. So, then I finally figured out what was going on, and I kept wiggling the mouse and thinking maybe it would come back, and the stream kept trying to come back up. It kept saying come back. It came back up once for like maybe 10 seconds and then went back down. So the system was trying to still work, but it couldn't do it. And okay, a couple of things. Number one, I forgot. Okay, so I've got my see, there's Anaconda. That's the little FAT32 partition. And I guess it doesn't mount unless you access it. And this is the Fedora Live, that has that FAT32 on it, where I put my little files. Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, I guess it mounts when you go to it like that. So where I put my public and private, my public keys in my little text file to show me the commands to get those, set those up. Well, I forgot to copy them. That's hopefully. I forgot to copy them. I can't type, but I forgot to copy them over there. I forgot to copy this one over here I did the other one on the IBM, but I forgot to do this one when I got back over here. So hopefully I was right about OBS. About Krusader being able to do that once you set it up right. I just didn't finish setting it up. So, and I wanted to show you here. Oh, darn it. Forgot to switch to the desktop. Well, I guess today ain't my day for thinking straight. Okay, so back to the desktop. Okay, so everything I just showed, I'll show it again. Okay, so I forgot to copy my Fedora public key into the .ssh folder. And so I did that. I decided after I had to I don't know if I said that, I had to hard shut down my machine. That actually broke. I went ahead and relabeled it just as to what happened. That broke this video. I mean, it'll play, but it won't fast forward. That's what happens with when you're with. Well, I think it happens in MPEGs too, but it happens in FLVs. If you hard shut down your machines, it crashes or does something, it'll still play, but it's kind of broken too. It doesn't have its beginning and end data in it, And so sometimes you can fix them. Usually, a lot of times when you open them in VLC Media Player, sometimes in particular, I don't know what, in particularly some sorts of broken ones, it will say, this is broke, do you want the VLC to try to fix it? And it'll fix it, but it didn't do that. It just won't fast forward, because I wanted to see exactly where I left off. And then I went to my, my stream page, my videos page, and it's not ready to watch yet. I hope it's not broken. It didn't get completely broken. Usually, a lot of times it's 10 minutes to 30 minutes to even an hour before you can play those videos once you've stopped streaming. And maybe in that case, since it was it kept trying to recover, the system was trying to stream, but it couldn't, and then I hard shut it down. So anyway, okay, so and all I was showing before was just in Krusader. I was showing the folders that these are in. But so like I was saying, in Fedora 28 and 23, well, I don't know, over there I think it's the difference between Mate and XFCE desktop. But in XFCE, I was accessing them in Krusader, and they were mounted in there, but not on the main desktop. But they are Always do when you do that in Krusader. When you mount them, see, I have always set up Krusader to auto mount. So if you see it in the list, if it's not mounted, it'll mount it. If it is mounted, it'll just go to it. But in XFCE, evidently the whole desktop doesn't recognize it, only Krusader. But in Mate, which is what I'm used to, it always comes up right here and it shows you that it's mounted. And then when you want to take it out, it's always best to unmount. Now see, that only unmounted the Anaconda partition. So I'm going to kind of wait. Now see, this one says eject. It doesn't say, there's no, well, there's eject and safely remove drive. If it says safely remove, I always choose safely remove. Sometimes all you got is eject. It's really different. I don't know what makes that happen. It's different on different devices, different USB devices. It's different. Of course, this is the keyboard hub that's built into my keyboard I'm using right now, and that seems to might make a difference too. So anyway, while I was having a break, getting everything, I rebooted everything: the machine, the laptop, the router. The router and the phones, because I know I had been going a good while, probably an hour and a half or more. I don't even know. I lost track of time. But it's 100. Where is it? That file is 1.4 gigabytes, so I know that's going to be probably now about around an hour and a half, I'm going to guess. Anyway, I'm going to try again. Now that I've copied all the files like I should into SSH and everything, let's try that one more time. And oh no, first, before I do that, I know there's going to be some temporary files that got broken over there on the server itself. So I'm going to go to it. Oh, I forgot to switch to the camera mode. I'm trying to go fast. I'm got so much I want to get done. After not working for 2 days on this, I just feel so, in my own mind, so pushed to get things done that I'm just rushing and messing up more than usual. So anyway, okay. So I'll try to settle down and take it all one step at a time. So go ahead and get on the may actually help to get off of that window, so I'll get off of it. As far as the resources, even see, when I switch the KVM switch, that machine is still on that window. Now I think what happens as soon as I switch and it quits doing that video feedback, it stops using so many resources, is what I think happens. But it could be that just viewing that on that machine, constantly viewing that preview, it could be making it use more resources. I know it does when you watch it in VLC Media Player. Well, I know it does use, I don't know. I've caught it doing it before, but I can get kind of forgetting exactly in what instances it does it. Okay, so there's where I was trying to copy Fedora server DVD, and it had already gotten 310 megabytes. Is that whole thing? I don't think it did the whole thing. And there's no way, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm going to delete all that and start over. And if it doesn't work, and it's documents. Okay, so if it doesn't work, I guess I'll close that until I get back over here again. If it doesn't work in Krusader, then I'm not trying FileZilla again. I will copy it over to my little SD card, because it's got enough space for that. It's just that I thought well, I want that to work, and I thought, well, I might as well get it going. The SFTP part. 192.168.0.124. Still says it's not supported. Sometimes you'll get that kind of an error when you just type something wrong. 192.168.SFTP. I do not know why it's doing that. When I hit my back, I'm hitting my back arrow key to try to go back to the beginning of that line that I just got through typing, and instead of doing that, it starts going through folders like randomly. Okay, let's see. Now, I've tried this for years using the local network tab there or drop down, and it either shows nothing, or actually it used to say, a lot of times it would say not supported, but it's there, you know, and see, it's just not doing anything. Sometimes it takes it a while to, if it was a Windows network, an SMV, it would show up and it would probably work. But see, there's no popular SFTPs because I've never got to do one. It's never worked. So, or bookmarks. Let's see, manage bookmarks. No, I've never. Do not have any bookmarks yet. I've never made any yet in this system. So, local network, virtual file systems. Okay. Okay, we try it one more time. SFTP // .192.168.0.124. I'm trying to make sure I got it right. If I hit shift and the left arrow key and copy, I should have it in there. I'll put a / on the end. I don't think it makes any difference either way. Could try putting the port in there. No, I didn't think so. Oh, let's try it. Oh, I'm going to do FTP and then put port 22. It's trying. And they changed it to, well, I did, what did I do? I did FTP, right? And I guess I took the S off because there's no, but now it doesn't have the / in there. Could not connect. Yeah, FTP 22. Let me try taking out all of the previous stuff and just the IP address and the port. Not supported. It's FTP. Oh, I've got it in there twice. We don't want that. Not supported. FTP. It'll try to do that, but it can't do it. And I do know that, I connected with FileZilla. I do know that it will work. So, doesn't make sense in the least why they would stop supporting that to me. Maybe they think it's too insecure somehow or something. I did forget where I was. I could have been doing desktop this whole time. I'm back on my machine. You can do another thing that I don't do very often, but you can, well, there's network right here, or connect to server. Let's click on network and see what we get in here, because used to sometimes you could connect to some network drives in the Caja, I think it is. I don't know if this is, yeah, CAJA, Caja. See, there's a Windows network, and then there's ZH960. What is ZH960? That must be. It's not on right now. I saw that. I think I saw that on my router. I think it might be a tablet or something. It's on the network. It's on our network. Yeah, none able to mount the Windows. I don't have a Windows network on my server. It's too easy to break into Windows networks. So I don't set them up anymore. I used to so that I could work between Windows and Linux. But actually, you can, if you want to connect to a Linux network from a Windows machine, instead of using SMB, you can just use FileZilla or something, or SFTP. Yeah, I just got to where I was using SFTP with another program that's a Windows program. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, I think I saw that ZH960 in my sometimes things that have been seen will stay in there, you know. Could be the router or something. No, that's not the model number of my D-Link or anything. I don't know. Anyway, that's not what I'm looking for. Now, so that doesn't work either. That's one reason why I don't usually do it. I'll close this for now. I already locked the machine up once, so let's try not to do that again. Very aggravating. Okay, connect to server. Now, see, you can pick your port. I want 22. And you don't need to put in, I don't believe you don't want to put in anything but just the IP address. Type public FTP. We don't want that. We want, I think we're going to say SSH because that's the only one. Yeah. That should go ahead and put the, oh, I don't have the, there it is. Okay. I don't remember if the password's going to show. Let's see. No, it won't show. Okay. Oops. Just trying. Now, if I get this network drive mounted, basically, if it works, then then I may be able to go through there and use Krusader like I want to just by going to it. It'll show up in, well, it used to go in, I'll have to figure out where it mounts it, but trying to think. Can't think of the name of the folder where they used to put it. It's a dot folder in your home directory. It's taking us so long, yeah, I was going to say I don't think it's going to work. I could have just got the password wrong. I don't think you can do it. Wait a minute, let's leave the password out because I put those, it could be using those keys I just put in there and maybe I don't want a key. Let me try. I might need to use the username but not the password. It's not going to work this time either. It takes a good while to decide it can't do it. In pretty much any of these programs when it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't, the way I set that up with those public and private keys, it may work for, yeah, it didn't work. It may work for, you know, without the password. Let's try it one more time. I think the password might make it not work. That's what I'm wondering. I'm just wondering. I can't remember. Well, I haven't used this in years. I got to liking to use Krusader to do it so much that maybe I don't have an SFTP. Well, no, I was going to say maybe I don't have an SFTP client on this machine, but I have a SSH thing running. I think it's a client, and FileZilla worked. So let's see. Let me try one more time with a password. Let's see. Is there any other? Did I miss a protocol or anything? FTP with login, public, Windows Share, Web Dev, Secure. There's only two to choose from. FTP with login. If I went to just FTP, I don't think it would do anything, but if it did, it would go to my website FTP, not the machine. So I'm pretty sure it's just going to be SSH. That's the way it used to be from what I remember. You definitely wouldn't want. Don't ever remember your passwords till you get them right, too. Don't click that to start with unless you're perfect at typing passwords. shoot. I don't guess there's something wrong. Well, I think I have the right IP, don't I? It worked with FileZilla. One thing I could be doing wrong is having the wrong IP. 192.169. Yes, you could be doing that. 192.169. That's what you could be doing wrong. Why don't you tell me? 192.168. It doesn't matter how hard you scream at the screen. Even though it's live, I can't hear you. Now, if you typed a note on my chat, I might accidentally notice that. Maybe, if I was lucky. If we were lucky. Okay. No thinking, just typing the password. Can't verify the identity. Yep. Log in anyway. That's a good sign. It saw it. Yay. See, I didn't know how to do it. I just can't see nothing, can't type nothing. Okay, so is there any way to get the exact location of that folder? You notice it doesn't show up like it does in all the other file managers. That's one reason why I don't like this file manager. And where it's mounted, you can't even go back up one. Can you get it from there? No, but it's mounted. And I do not want to try and copy files from here, you know. Where are we at? Okay, there we go. Well, let's see if it shows up in Krusader now as a network, in the network. I'll go to just network and see. Maybe there's a network drive in there. Virtual file systems. I don't think it'll be in there. No, that's all. I don't know if anything ever shows up in there besides your searches, but that's what those are, is when you search with Krusader. Local network. No, nothing shows up. But sometimes you need to close Krusader and open it back up to get it to see stuff too that's happened since recently. But you can't even go out of that folder backwards any further. But where it's mounted, I mean, I may be able to find it. It may be in the same place where hard drives, you know, like USB drives and stuff are mounted. Okay, so no network. Where's the reload button? Should be a reload button up here. Guess not. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's try going to, if I just go to my backup drive, then I can back out of it with my, there. Nope, see, it's not in there. Home.gbfs. Let's see if it's in there. I don't even know if they're using that. They're not using that anymore. Okay, let's try. Let's try media. That's where they used to put, well, that's where your CD drives. Mount is where everything else used to mount. Is either be in media or mount, in Fedora or Debian. Used to be really simple to find stuff, but now there's a mount in there, but that's just a utab mount file. Media, Dawn, Seagate expansion drive. So that's aggravating. Okay. Let's see. I guess I will break down and try to do it in here, much as I hate to do it. Downloads. Okay, here we are. We're in it. Now I think this will extra pane. At least it'll do that. So those are identical now. So I'm going to click on this side, on the left side. And then I got to go to the Seagate expansion drive and then go to let it finish loading first. I go jack things up. Crash KJ, it crashes real easy. So you can't, for one thing, you don't want to rush it, that's for sure. And it never will, like if I line it up the way I like it so I can read the files like that, it won't stay. And every time I get in a live system and try to find it to make it stay, at least while I'm there, never do end up finding it. Let's see, so we'll do that just so I can read the folders. Let's see. You can type, though, in the window. Oh, that's the wrong folder, though. That was not the one I wanted. There. Yeah. See, and it didn't stay. I forgot it did that, too. Now, that's what I want, isn't it? Yeah. That's what I want. Is there something else that I want? Well, let's just say, oh wait, if I want to do more, I want to do it all at once. So verify your download. Yeah, I'm going to be wanting that. Okay, verify your download. Now, where's the rest of that? Yeah, there it is. Fedora Live USB Creator. Well, I don't need that. Might be good to read that. See, maybe if I can figure out why it won't work on my machine. I never did go back and read over the install notes, you know, the documentation. There's no notes. There's a whole documentation. They could have changed something in Fedora 28, and I just don't. Well, it worked, though. I've already done it with. It's just not working in Fedora 28. It worked in 23 to build me the one I used. Okay, so I'm going to say, you don't want to move it. You want to copy to other pane. It will work. But it's 2.7 gigabytes altogether, so which most all of it is the ISO. So, I don't know. I was going to say I always think of this as being like Windows Explorer and being extremely slow in copying. I always hated it. That's what got me into twin panel file managers. That's one of the things. But actually, I think this is pretty fast. And this is over the network too, so yeah, it's doing pretty good. So, finally getting it done, I kind of forgot. Well, like I saw it several times. You go to places, and then you go to connect to a server. And see that this one is here now, and it'll stay there until I reboot. You can bookmark it. I should have. If I wanted to, I didn't want to. I guess I should have, because I may have to start doing it that way. If I make a bookmark, then all I gotta do is click on it next time. You know, it'll stay right there. And if it's not mounted, it'll ask. I think it'll ask you for the password so you can log in. I think sometimes it might even show up in the other file managers that are built like this. You know, I can't think of the names of them right now, but some of them anyway. It's okay. Now, once I get that over there, oh, you gotta leave it like that to see it. Once I get it over there, I just realized, do I need some of those from over there over here? Let's look and see. Well, that's working. These are all in their own folders. This is checksums, Fedora Mate, Compiz. I may not have that. 28. I think I downloaded it on the other machine.